Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to our channel, and in today's video we're diving into an exciting world of web design and development. We're also going to talk about how it's being transformed by groundbreaking new technology, virtual reality. So whether you're a designer, developer, or just curious about the future of the internet, you're in the right place. We'll explore how VR is defining online spaces and opening up a new dimension of creativity and changing the way that we interact with the web. So without further ado, let's get started. So what exactly is VR? VR is a simulated experience that employs pose tracking and 3D near-eye displays to give the user an immersive feel of in a virtual world. Applications of virtual reality include entertainment, education, and business. In entertainment, VR games are becoming increasingly popular, and VR experiences can also be used to watch movies, TV shows, and concerts. In education, VR can be used to teach students about a variety of subjects like history, science, and geography. And VR can be used for product design, marketing, and training. It can also be used to create virtual meeting spaces and collaborative environments. VR is rapidly developing technology, and new applications are being discovered all the time. It's likely that VR will play an increasingly important role in our lives in years to come. So let's talk about how VR can be used within specifically web design and development. First up, we have e-commerce, and VR can be used to create virtual showrooms where customers can browse and try on products before they buy them. This can help reduce the number of returns and refunds. This is also known as enhanced product visualization. So you essentially allow customers to virtually examine their products from all angles, try them on in the case of like wearable products or furniture or makeup, and get a more accurate sense of the item's size and scale. This can help customers make more informed purchase decisions. VR can also be used for virtual tours and showcases, so you can allow people to explore real-world locations, products, or properties online. So for example, real estate websites can use virtual tours to give potential buyers a realistic sense of properties' layout and features. Virtual tours break down geographical barriers, allowing people from anywhere in the world to experience a location or product without actually having to travel. This can be especially beneficial for businesses that target international audiences. 360 video can be applied in almost any situation, but essentially allows users to visit and view a video from all angles, and this can be used to create immersive web experiences like virtual tours of real-world locations. In education, VR can be used to create immersive learning experiences. For example, students can use VR to explore the solar system or take a virtual field trip to a historical site. It's a relatively new technology, but it has the potential to revolutionize web design and web development. So let's look at some websites that currently use VR in their web design and development. So first up, we have IKEA, and IKEA offer a VR app called IKEA Place that allows customers to visualize how furniture look in their home before they buy it. So to use the app, customers simply need to scan the floor of their room and then browse through IKEA's catalogue of furniture. They can place that furniture in their room through the app and see how it looks from all angles. The IKEA Place app is a great example of VR that can be used to improve the e-commerce experience by allowing customers to visualize how furniture would look in their home, and IKEA can help customers make more informed purchase decisions. So it's really easy. You just want to go into ikeaplace.com, and then you can download the app from the App Store and the Google Play Store as well. So it's pretty accessible as well. Other examples of e-commerce websites using VR are Wayfair, Amazon, Sephora. All use versions of VR to allow customers to virtually place their products in an area of their home so that people can view how the product looks as well. These websites offer a variety of VR experiences like virtual showrooms, fitting rooms, and 360 product views. VR can help customers to learn more about products, try on their products before they buy them, and get a better sense of how products would look in their own homes. So now let's look at how VR can be used in the real estate business. We have this real estate provider called Zillow, and Zillow offers a VR app called Zillow 3D Home Tours that allows users to take virtual tours of their home and apartments. To use the app, users simply need to enter the address of their property they're interested in, and the app will then display a 3D model of the property that users can explore from all angles. The Zillow 3D Home Tours app is a great way for potential buyers to get a better sense of property before they visit in person. They can also help to save buyers time and money, and it can also help them make more informed purchase decisions. Other examples of real estate websites using VR are Redfin, Realtor.com, and all these websites offer VR experiences like virtual tours, virtual open houses, and 360 degree property views. So it can help potential buyers learn more about properties, explore properties from all angles, and get a better sense of how property would look and feel in person. In addition to the websites above, there are also a number of companies that specialize in creating VR experiences for real estate. So for example, Matterport offers a platform that allows users to create high-quality 3D models of properties, and these models can then be used to create VR tours, VR open houses, and VR experiences as well. It's a really powerful tool, and it can be used to improve the real estate experience for both the buyer and sellers, because by allowing potential buyers to explore properties in VR, real estate agents can help buyers find their dream home a lot more faster and a lot more easily as well. So now let's look at VR being used in the world of education. Google Arts and Cultures app is a free app that allows users to explore art, culture, and history from all over the world. The app features a variety of content, including high-res images of artworks, virtual tours of museums, and educational articles about different cultures. The Google Arts and Culture app does not directly use VR, but it offers VR experiences. So for example, you can use a VR headset to take a virtual field trip and also take virtual tours of some museums and historical sites. You can also use VR to view some artwork in really high resolution as well. The Google Arts and Cultures app is a really great way to learn about art, culture, and history. The app is really easy to use and offers a variety of content that's both informative and engaging. Some features of the Google Arts and Cultures app include playing interactive games and quizzes to learn more about different cultures and countries. You can create your own art collections. You can learn about different cultures and their traditions. You can take virtual tours of museums and historical sites, and you can explore really high resolution images and video content of artworks of museums all around the world as well. So it really does break that barrier of location and be able to access things like that simply at home as well. When it comes to virtual tours and showcases, they basically allow people to explore real-world locations, products, or properties online. Designers can also add interactive hotspots to virtual environments, and these hotspots can take additional information, videos, images, or links to relevant pages, so it makes the experience more interactive and more informative for users. Virtual tours and showcases are a powerful tool for businesses of all sizes. This can help businesses to reach a wider audience and increase engagement and drive sales. When it comes to e-commerce, some specific benefits of using VR for product visualization are things like reduced product returns, because VR can help customers to get more accurate sense of a product's size, scale, and fit before buying it. This can help to reduce the number of returns. It can also provide customers with more immersive and engaging shopping experience, and this will lead to an increased customer satisfaction and loyalty. And VR is a relatively new technology, so using it for product visualization can help businesses differentiate themselves from their competitors. Overall, it's really powerful and can be used to enhance product visualization and improve the e-commerce shopping experience as well. So let's talk a little bit more about the advantages of using VR in web design and development. First up, we talked about improved user experience. Users can feel like they're actually inside the website, which can lead to increased engagement and longer on-site durations. VR can help increase conversions because it allows users to try on products and services before they buy them. For example, as we've seen with IKEA, they use VR to allow customers to place virtual furniture items in their own home before they buy them. This would help customers visualize how the furniture would look and fit in their space, making sure that they make a more informed decision. Reduce product returns because they have an accurate sense of product size, scale, and fit before they buy it, so this can help customers make more informed purchases and avoid buying products that they won't be satisfied with. Companies using it for web design and development can help businesses differentiate themselves from their competitors. And VR offers up new design possibilities for web design. Designers can take websites that are more interactive and immersive and that provide users with more unique and memorable experiences. Overall, VR is a powerful tool that can be used to improve the user experience, increase conversions, reduce product returns, differentiate businesses from their competitors, and create new design examples for website design and development. But as with anything, there are some disadvantages associated with using VR. And the main one is cost. So VR headsets and software can be very expensive, and it can make it difficult for small businesses and individuals to get started with VR. It requires specialized technical expertise, and this can make it difficult for businesses and individuals without this expertise to develop their own VR experiences. VR experiences can be demanding on hardware resources, and it can lead to performance issues on some devices. And they can be vulnerable to cybersecurity attacks, which puts users' personal data at risk. And lastly, motion sickness. Some users may actually experience motion sickness when using VR headsets. This can limit the amount of time that users can actually spend in VR experiences. But despite these disadvantages, it's still really powerful, and it can be used to improve the web experience for users. As VR technology continues to develop, we can expect to see the cost of VR headsets and software decrease, the technical expertise required for VR development should become more accessible, and performance should improve as well. Some additional things that you should consider when using VR in your web design and development is the audience. So VR headsets aren't widely adopted yet, so it's important to consider your target audience when developing VR experiences. If you are targeting a broad audience, it's important to make sure that your VR experience are accessible to users without VR headsets. You also want to consider accessibility, so it should be accessible to users with a disability. So for example, VR experiences should provide alternative controls for users who cannot use the controllers that come with VR headsets. And you need to prioritize safety as well. VR experiences should be safe for users. They should avoid any sudden movements, and that could cause users to lose their balance. Overall, VR is a promising technology with the potential to revolutionize web design and web development, but it's important to be aware of the disadvantages of VR before using it in your projects. So how can implementing VR tech affect the web design and development process? There's a number of ways, but the main one is essentially the new design possibilities. VR opens new design possibilities, and designers can create websites that are more interactive, more immersive, and can provide users with a more unique and memorable experience. So for example, designers can create VR websites that allow users to explore virtual worlds, interact with 3D objects, and watch VR videos. VR development is more complex and traditional than web development, so this is because VR experiences need to be rendered in real time and need to be able to track the user's head and body movements. As a result, VR development requires a lot more specialized technical expertise, and this can increase the complexity of your web project. And VR development can take longer than traditional web development. This is because VR experiences need to be carefully designed and tested to ensure that they are performance friendly and user friendly as well. And increase costs, because VR development is more expensive than traditional web development, or at least it can be, because of the cost of VR headsets and software, as well as the cost of hiring specialized VR developers. Despite these challenges, VR technology has the potential to revolutionize the way experiences are for users on the web. As VR headsets become more affordable and accessible, VR development tools and technologies should continue to improve, so we can expect to see more innovative users and uses for VR in web design and development in the future. So there are a number of tools and platforms available to designers and developers to implement VR in their projects. Some of the most popular ones include Unity. So Unity is a cross-platform game engine, and it can be used to develop VR applications for a variety of platforms, including PC, console, mobile, and web. It's a really popular choice for VR development because it's relatively easy to use and offers a wide range of features and tools as well. To use Unity in your web design project, you will need to create a Unity project first. And you would need to select the web platform as well. They do have tutorials and how-to books as well. But once you've created your project, you can start adding 3D objects, textures, and scripts. They have a number of features that can be useful for web design projects, like 3D rendering, for rendering 3D objects, textures, and material in real time. So you can use that to create an immersive and interactive web experiences. They also include a really impressive physics engine that can be used to simulate the behavior of objects in real world, and this can be used to create realistic and engaging web experiences as well. Unity uses C# for scripting. C# is really powerful and a versatile language that can be used to create complex and interactive web experiences. So once you've finished developing your Unity project, you can export it to a web format using the Unity Web Player, and the Unity Web Player is a plugin that allows users to view Unity applications in a browser. The way that Unity is being used in web design today is in virtual product showcases that allow customers to view products from all angles and learn more about their features before they buy them. They're also being used to create the virtual tours of real world locations, and this is popular in tourism or education to help people learn about different places. And Unity can be used to create interactive educational experiences that helps students learn about different topics in a more engaging way. Overall, Unity is a really powerful tool that can be used to create your immersive project and interactive web experience as well. There are a number of resources that they have to help you out as well. Some additional tips for using Unity in your web design project. Just keep your project simple. Unity is a really powerful tool, but it can also be complex. If you're new to Unity, it's important to start with simple projects. Unity provides a number of pre-made assets like 3D objects, textures and materials. These assets can save you time and effort when developing your project, so make sure you use them. And lastly, test your project thoroughly. It's important to test your project thoroughly before exporting. This will help ensure that your web project works as expected and that it's performant as well. With a little bit of planning and effort, you can use Unity to create immersive and interactive web experiences that will engage and impress your audience. And that's a wrap for today's video on the impact of virtual reality on web design and development. I hope you find this exploration of VR's influence on the web design landscape informative and inspiring. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on all things tech, design, and innovation, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Feel free to leave your thoughts, questions, or on any topics that you'd like us to cover in the comments below. And until next time, keep designing, keep developing, and keep innovating. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.